Hi everyone, my name is Maria. I'm from Technamin. I'm the product owner there. As you might know, or you probably don't know, I started working when I was 20, and I realized that there are a lot of problems that I face as a pretty young and new worker in the market. So today we're going to cover some stuff about ageism. In Armenia, it's kind of very popular to talk about things that end with ism, but today I want us to put our focus on the stuff that's called age. And I figured out that there are a lot of words with age, like shortage, coverage. Interesting, right? So let's go over this and see. Today is June 18, and it's a very special day for Paul McCartney and Isabella Rossellini. They are celebrating their birthdays. So Paul McCartney, you probably know him. He's turning 80 today. We could congratulate him, but he minds it. So let's not do that. Or let's do that. Sending highs to Paul McCartney. Basically, he's turning 80, and right now he's in his farm with some cows, chicken, I don't know. So he's basically celebrating the end of his career. Kind of the same is happening to the beautiful actress and model. She's pretty much done with her career and also is enjoying her life with her kids. Though, let's talk about this young woman. She's a model. When it was my birthday, I received her book. It's called A Woman Makes a Plan, May Mask. She's 74. You can see that her last name is pretty interesting, Musk. Yeah, she is the mother of the famous Elon Musk. So she doesn't necessarily need money, but she's super motivated to start a new career as a model at the age of 70, which was pretty unusual for this planet Earth, but she made it. So as you can see, she just started and she pretty much succeeded in her career. So except of being a dietitian, actor, she's currently also a model. At the same time, we could talk about this young, sweet guy. His name is Ryan. At the age of 3, he kind of got inspired by his father's job. His father was recycling some stuff, and right now he started this huge movement of collecting plastic bottles and recycling them. Also, he kind of raised the awareness in his region about the recycling and how to put the plastic bottles into second usage. So basically, he started his career at the age of 3 and kind of had his success at the age of 11. Why am I telling all of this? Well, because today we're going to cover the topic of ageism and why is it important and what can we do about it. Basically, ageism refers to the stereotypes. It's nothing but stereotype. How we think, how we understand the discrimination or the act of accepting the age, how we feel about that age, and how others base their opinion on someone's age. What are those stereotypes? If we're dealing with people who are kind of old, as we can perceive that, kind of have more experience, or I don't know, you can come up with the definition in your mind by yourself, we kind of imagine that they're lacking technical skills, that they are kind of physically weak, or they have mental inferiority over others. And at the same time, when we think of young workers, we kind of think that they are lacking experience as they just graduated their university or maybe even school. We might think that we can't really trust them because they're young, they're still trying to figure out where they want to be in their life, and they can work online. That's another dangerous thing about young people because they learned how to work online, and you can doubt if they're actually working. And all of these come from such interesting things. When you are looking for a cleaner up to 25-year-old, and that's absolutely ridiculous, and you can absolutely see this pretty much everywhere. Or you can just Google some articles, and you find articles saying that, well, you know, guys, I'm a translator, I'm fluent in foreign languages, but it's really difficult for me to find a job in my profession in this city. So I decided to go for a job as a shop assistant at a store where I knew they had a vacancy. So she applied, and the director didn't even care who she was, but he actually examined and asked how old she was. And he figured out that she was only 27, and the answer was that, sorry, you're too old. You're not the right translator, because we don't like old translators, obviously. They don't know some new words probably, or I don't know. So what is ageism for me? Basically, when I started working as a product owner, the first thing that I realized is that I'm kind of lacking experience in the field. Obviously, I was just trying to combine my studies and my work. So as a future manager, I decided to go for some trainings. The first training was very productive, but there were some exercises. So basically, the coacher was telling us that maybe you can try this with the stakeholders to understand what they want from your product. So you take a box, you go to that meeting, you sit around the table, and you take that box and ask everyone to write their opinion about your product. So everyone starts writing their imagination of that product, and then you start implementing. It's just the fun way of doing things. And then me, as a 20-year-old new worker, imagined myself taking that box and entering the room of the stakeholders who are kind of more than 30-year-old, and they're super experienced and they know everything, and they look at you with that box, and it's kind of really, really, really weird to start doing that activity with them because, you know, they can just talk. Why do they need that box? But maybe that activity could work with your classmates or someone with your age, because they would get that fun thing, while people who are older, they wouldn't get that, and it's absolutely not necessarily to do something new with them because they are already used to that. So what can we do? First of all, the first thing we can do is that we can just forget about that age thing and do the soul-searching thing. Just find the work that is closer to your heart, to your soul, and put your energy there. Exude that energy, recharge batteries, and believe in yourself. There is nothing really important to look into your age if you really want to do a job. Remember the May mask. And make the most out of your experience. Go try to find the job. Don't really look at the stereotypes. Forget the word ageism and challenge the new ideas. If the young workers could respect the experience of their colleagues who are more into the field, who have more experience, and if the older workers could respect the younger minds, the creative ideas, maybe we could end up in the world where ageism does not have any place to live with us. And we couldn't finish this talk without talking about LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is basically the place where we find work, where we share about our achievements, and where we get older, basically, where we share our experience. I absolutely adore this campaign by LinkedIn, that intelligence never gets old, that passion never gets old, that creativity never gets old, and of course, there's no age for leadership. So yeah, celebrate your birthdays. Be happy that you're getting older, because it's always easy to find your job despite your age. Thank you so much.